Welcome back, guys. Let's see some things related to now with the formatting, sorry, with the floating numbers and where we have to do some kind of a round offs or something like that, right? So suppose, because I have received many questions related to that, so suppose if you are having something like this 4.3 and like 4.3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? If you want just if the question is saying that you just need to round off it up to two decimal places, right? So I can say here 4.34. This is the output that I want. But sometimes if you are having something like this point 3 and the output the question is asking is you should get something like this 4.3000. So how to get these things, right? So we'll be seeing all the things and how we can do the round offs and all those stuff. So let's see that. So the basic one is let's go with the basic one first. So I'll be writing here. First one is rounding, right? So how to do the rounding? So first value, let's say I'm saying a is equal to 23.456789, this, right? Something like this. And now we have to round it. So what I will do is I'll say simply here print. I'm not saving it anywhere. I will just round it and print it. I'll say round. Now this round is taking two values. If you will see, you can hover over here. You can see it is saying that the round is taking two values. One is the number and the digits, right? So which number you want to round and how many digits, up till which digit you want to round off, right? So I can say here that, let's see if I'm saying the 23, just I'm saying a here, right? Now if I will run it, let's check the output. What we're getting is 23. That means whatever the decimal values was here, it cut it off and converted into the integer, right? So second thing is it can take like how many digits you want. After that I can say here, let's say 3 digits after decimal. How many digits you want? I will say 3 here, right? If I will run it now instead of 45644, what you are getting 456, right? You can say here 3 2 1, whatever the things you want, those things you can do over here. That's your round off, right? Now second thing is this the second thing that you are having is that is our mathematical functions. Second is maths, right? You have to import a library. So suppose if I will say, let's say number is same here, and let's do something like this. I'll say import math, and I guess I have told you there is something called as the floor and the seal. So suppose if I have to do the floor, I will say print, and here I will say math. Go to the math library. Over there will be a one function by the name floor, and if I'm seeing here 3.9, right, floor of 3.9, so check the output. What you are getting here is 3, right? So if the number is big as well, I will say 9.1234 like this, and again if I will run it, this is the floor, right? So floor, what it is doing, it is taking the lower value of any number. That means it is just removing this decimal part here. So same thing, there is something called as a seal as well. I will say print math dot floor, seal, and let's see if I'm saying 3.1. so what it will take the seal value of this 3.1. so the highest number, or I can say the next value after 3.1 is 4. So the output that I will get here is 4, right? So here you are getting the floor value as 3 and the seal value as 4. This is the another thing that you are having is, if you require it, so you will be doing it with this. Then there is one more thing that's called the truncate. Third one, truncate. And truncate you can use somehow like this. So I guess it is same as the math library. So I can say here print means it is just removing the decimal part. I will say math dot truncate trunk math dot trunk, and let's say I'm saying here 34.56789, right? This is the value that I can do here is, and you will get the 34. You can do this truncate like this as well. No need to do this. I can say something like this, print int of any number, the number that I passed to you, and I can pass that number actually here, and it will do the truncate on this number as well simply, right? So you will get the 34 here, right? If you don't want to use the truncate instead of using a truncate, you can directly use the int here, right? Then there is a one thing that you should remember. This is an important one. Please focus here. That is formatting, right? And how to do it. Let's take an example where there is this 12.3, right? But the system is and the question is saying that the output that you should get is 12.3 0 0 0 0, right? This is the output that the question is asking you here. That means you need this extra zero. So where you can get these extra zeros? So for that we are using this formatting. So what I will be doing here is I'll be doing something like this. Let's say I'm having a number a is equal to 2.3456. Let's say first thing is this, right? And I'm saying here print. I'll be using the here formatting, so you can use here f string in the format as well. Let's do with the f string first. I will say f, and here I will say curly braces, and which is the number a, go to the a, then colon, dot. Now after dot, how many digits you want after decimal? Let's say I want only 3 digits after decimal, then you have to pass the f, right? So now check the output here. The output you are getting is 2.346. that means it has just eliminated this part of the values, right? This part of the values, and it has given you the 3 digits after the decimal, right? But if the thing is like this, it is saying 2.3, but the output you should get is something like this, 2.300, right? So see, I'm saying the same thing. Now what will happen here? Again, if I will run this, now you are getting the 2.300. So what you said here, I just need the 3 decimal values after this dot, right? So these are the 3 decimal values that you are getting. That means when forcefully you have to get the extra zeros here, so what you will do over there, at the time you will be using this f string, right? So you can also do it like this as well. Let me show you. If I will say here I'm having the let's take the value. I'll say b equal to 2.13, right? And here if I will say print, and obviously I'll say here double quote, and I'll say here colon here. Now I will say colon dot, I need 5 decimal values after this, then I will say here dot format, and here I'll be passing b, right? So now after this 2.13 there will be the extra 3 zeros, so that it will become the 5 decimal values. Getting this point? Now if I will run it, now you will be getting this. That means simply when you need some extra things, you are having the कम values यहाँ पे, अगर आपको कम value है but you need extra zeros to get those extra zeros, so go with the formatting. Just remember this thing. These will be the many questions on this on your CAs and the other things as well. I hope you got it. Okay, a couple of things, guys. Just I want to show you the difference. Let me remove this thing. So suppose if I'm having my a value is something like this, 2.3456, let's say 3.4, right? And the output that you should get here is something like this, 2.3000, right? So but if someone is thinking like this, if I will be round offing it up to the 3 decimal values, so what will happen? So I will say here print round, and here I will say a comma. So how many zeros we want, like how many digits we want after this decimal? 1 2 3 4 5. So if you will do 5 here, right, round off a comma 5, you are not having the extra values here, right? So if I will print it, will you get the extra values? No, you will not get the extra values. If you are having a value 2.3, so you will get exactly 2.3, since if you are saying that we should be rounding off it till 5 digits, right? So this will not happen. So for this thing you have to use this thing. What I'll be using is I'll say print here, print, I will use f string, and here I will use curly braces obviously. So a, go to the a and get 5 digits after this decimal, so here you can get the output. Now this 2.3 I can say that if I need forcefully these extra zeros, if I want the extra zeros, so what should I be using? Dot f, dot 5, how many digits you need? 5 digits, 2 digits, 3 digits, these you have to pass here with this f, right? Getting this point? So you have seen this difference. So okay, let me show you the one more thing here. Let's say I'm saying that something like this. I'm saying a equal to 23 e raised power 5. So can anyone tell me what will happen here? Print a, that means the exponent. So you will get something like this, 23, and those extra zeros, 5 zeros if you are saying, then 5 zeros you'll be getting here as well, right? So this is it, and I hope you understood each and everything. Thank you.